Welcome to another episode of On the Range. Today we'll be looking at the Ruger EC9s. Let's get out on that range. Well, it seems like we're about ready to disturb everybody's peace and quiet. Sorry about that. Today, we're taking a look at the Ruger EC9s 9mm. And one in the tube. Well, it works. And actually it works quite nice. You'll notice it has fixed sights that are milled right out of the same piece of steel as the slide. All you got to do is get the sights dead center in the slide and yeah, they'll work. Let's go back to the shop and we'll look at it and talk. There's a story that goes with this outfit too. I'm afraid I had a little problem today. And we'll talk about that also. Well, on the way back to the shop, I thought I'd stop here and talk about the Bobcat. You'll notice how I have the scoop painted bright red on the sides and on the footsteps there. There's a reason for that. I keep walking into it in the dark in the barn here and it really hurts. So I decided if I painted the ends red, I might have a better chance of not walking into it, better chance of seeing it. And that leads us to why I'm dressed like this. I'm dressed like this because I was fortunate enough to get a gallon of red Rust-Oleum at the local hardware that was on clearance for $5, which that's a lot of paint for $5. So that's where I got the red paint, and I painted that, and I proceeded to tip the bucket on top of myself and got paint on my shirt and my pants and yeah, everything I had on pretty much. So hence the outfit, because I'm running out of daylight here and I was going to just do that and then scoot on down to the range, and that created a headache for about an hour trying to clean that mess up. So, but I thought I'd try it still. I won't regret it the first time I don't walk into that. The problem is I won't walk into it, so I won't realize I didn't walk into it. I won't realize I would have walked into it, it would have hurt. So I probably will regret the mess because I'll never walk into it again, hopefully. There you go. Let's get into the shop and talk about that beautiful Ruger. Where's Jack when you need him? I could use something cold to drink right now. It's hot outside, 85 degrees. Last week it was 39. Well, here we go. This is what we're shooting today, the Ruger EC9s. This is a striker-fired firearm, fairly small. I'll put the specs right there, a little over a 3-inch barrel, 9mm. It has a 7-round magazine with a flat floor plate. Gives you a good 2-finger hold, plus you can curl, I can curl that pinky down there. It's not bad actually. You can get a good grip on it. I'll have to apologize for my shooting today. I've been having a bad day all the way around. I wasn't anticipating being able to shoot very well, and then I grabbed the wrong target. When I got down there, I noticed it was one of those pool games for 2 people, and I pretty much wasted that target because, yeah. At any rate, there you go with that. No reason my day should change. Just kind of keep it on that same slope down to the bottom of the barrel. There's not much to say about this firearm. It's a nice compact little firearm. You can see the grip frame for me in my hand. Your hands may be different, so your mileage may vary. It's about a 2-finger grip, except for I can get that pinky hooked around like that, which actually is kind of nice. If a firearm like this had just a little bit more grip onto it, and then they'd put in the floor plate and the grip a slot for your finger to go on, I think that'd be a handy little package. But at any rate, this is what we got. It's got sights that have been perfectly centered on the slide, which I found that if they put the sights on dead center, yeah, they work pretty darn good. And it's a good thing that they're like that, because these sights are part of that slide. It's all milled out of one piece of steel. So there's no adjusting these sights. They are there, and they're going to stay there. You'll notice there's no paint on them. They're just black, kind of like a black target sight would be, which I happen to prefer. Maybe at nighttime, not so much, but in the daylight, these work excellent. I find this to be a nice, handy little firearm. It does have a safety on this side. We'll put it down before I pull the slide back. Right here, you can see the safety is on. Now it's off. If you're a 1911 fan, this will be kind of bothersome to you because it's pivoting opposite of a 1911 in design. So it can be a little challenging to put up. I found that using that area right there seems to work. Seems to have no problem going down. Just bring your thumb down like you would on a 1911. Works fine. But putting it on safety is kind of a challenge. Takes you a little bit to figure out a way to do it. That's the only complaint I have. I don't like switching around in how things operate. I like them all to be the same. Makes life easier, but very nice firearms, working fine. Have no complaints whatsoever. Polymer frame, steel slide, steel barrel, fixed sights, safety on the trigger, and this safety over here. And I find having a safety on a gun is a good idea. I know the thing that's in vogue nowadays is no safety, just pull the trigger, but it takes but a mere moment, if that. When you go to shoot, you're up on target, you just push that safety down, and there you go. It's not slowing you down one bit, and it's nice to have that safety on in between using it and not, says I. One more level of safety is a good thing, not a bad thing. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in today. And yeah, that's why I'm dressed like this, because I got paint all over my clothes, had to clean them up, which let me tell you was not a simple task. And now they're in the wash, and instead of going over to the house and getting more clothes, I just threw this on because it was hanging up in the tack room. Thanks for tuning in. I'll leave you a little more footage on the original shooting range there of me shooting at one pool ball until I hit it. And even then I just nicked it. Oh, yeah, pathetic. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just slightly high. Slightly high and a little over. Even higher yet. Hey, I think I got it that time. Last shot, too. Well, that ends another episode of On the Range. Thanks for tuning in again this week. Till next week, from Mr. Holster and Jack, go out and stay safe. Thank you. You did a good job. You may go now. Never does anything I say.